Okay, so if we want to do the horse's neck, as before, we've just velcroed it on, attached it with the elastic strap so it's quite secure. I've threaded the controller through the straps. I've got my battery in my little handbag here, and of course you need to supervise it. You turn it on, and again, if we want to treat inflammation, we go to all round to infrared, increase the power to 4, and then put the timer on, and you can then got your horse secure and the pad secure. And of course you need to supervise your horse, because if it all comes apart then it can be very expensive. So if you want to use 2 pads, obviously we'll put one on each side, and I can provide some extra velcro strips to secure the pads. So that's how we treat the neck with the big equine pad. Now the lumbosacral area is the most common injured area in the horse, being where we have poor saddle fit and where the ribs finish, and we've got that free lumbar area before the solid sacral area. And according to a lot of the research, that is the most common damaged area that causes horses pain. So I've just laid the pad directly on the lumbosacral area. Again, strapped it on. You do need to make sure that your horse is happy with that. You know, it's not a bucking pad. Hooked it up again. I've still got my little shoulder pad, bag for safety. Again, we turn it on. You can choose either the red or the infrared. Again, my choice is infrared, and full power, which is L4, and then for 30 minutes. So the infrared, again with this pad, is the 810 and the 980 wavelengths. Now that's all fairly secure. If you want it a bit more secure, you know, just wrap it around a few times, or get another piece of Velcro. And again, you have to supervise. You can't leave the horses unsupervised with this. So that's how we put it on the lumbosacral area. I've got the 2 pads on, so if you do choose to buy 2 pads, these are just Velcro strips. I'll include a few more of those. Easily stop biting me. So you put your pad on, and you have your little inlet there ready. Put it through, and again, rather than use the pockets that weight the pad up, put it in your little cheap handbag down here. You can zip that up, and obviously you'll do the same on the other side. Turn it on. Now you can use all, which is the 3 wavelengths, the red or red only. So we go around there, red only, which is 660, or infrared, and the 2 infrared wavelengths in this pad is 810 and 980, and the infrared is best for inflammation. Your 980 will penetrate through and absorb into the water chromophore, so it's not absorbed at melanin at skin level. So for horses with dark skin or hair, it's ideal. Then we go to increase the power, and then of course you go to your timer, and of course you do need to secure things so that your horse doesn't wander away. Now the ideal thing about this is if the controller parts company and the battery gets trashed, as long as the pad's secure on, then this is all replaceable, unlike some other models. So that's how we can do the horse's girth and side and saddle area. And if you don't have 2 pads, you certainly just put 1 pad on at a time. So it's too difficult to get it on the stifle, but we can get the circulating mitochondria that run up and down the thigh. So I put the little input here so we can get to it, and securely wrap the pad to the thigh. And now I've still got the battery in the little shoulder pad. Pop it through there so it doesn't move, and we want to plug it in, and for big long horses like this we might need to have a bit more room. Plug it in again, and we've got power, so we might need to hang this off of here, or certainly supervise the horse, and again we can go through so we can see we've got the light on, and the pad is secure. And again, if the horse moves, that will come out, or it will disconnect here, so that the pad is still safe. And of course these can be replaced if